What's up, everybody? There's people in here. Oh, yeah. You guys are up before me. Caleb, Quentin, Ruben. What's up? We're a minute and a half into this game. It's a big game. Manchester United, number 2 in the table. Chelsea, number 5. Need to crack into that top 4 to qualify for the Champions League with a win here. Papa G is tired. All weekend, we were up at the Helicopters for Heroes event, which was pretty awesome. We got some great interviews going on there. Oh, who is that sprung? That's 19. That's Havertz in with a nice cross. Ooh, whipped in. Ooh, no. Havertz right away with that. Ziyech looks like he's out there with Giroud leading the line. Let me look up the lineups for these and see what's going on. But yeah, it's Helicopters for Heroes. Super awesome. A lot of great interviews that we did. We got Tim Montgomery. Told us a bunch of stories about his mom and his grandma. Played a few songs for us. We got Dan Henderson saying what's up a little bit. Got a big, long speech from Rob O'Neill. And then Ray Cash Care teaches some little kids about push-ups. A lot of Ray Cash going to be in this video. So we had a pretty good weekend. Yes, these are my dirty feet. The ones that Ruben is talking about. They'll be on this desk, and I will be smoking drugs while we watch Chelsea today. We did not get to go up in any birds and shoot any hogs because the weather was too Kobe-like. But we did get to watch some vets, and we got to watch some kids shoot some long rifles, shoot some machine guns, shoot all kinds of different things. This little 8-year-old girl was hitting metal every time, and it was pretty scary. But look out for that video sometime in the next week or two. Joel's got to edit that, and it's probably going to be pretty long with all the interviews we did. Basically did an entire podcast episode with Tim Montgomery. Or Tim Montana, sorry, not Tim Montgomery. But love me some Tim Montana. Good dude. How's everybody else's weekend? Oh, David says he's smoking some bubba himself. What's up, David? If any of you care about this game, let me go ahead and bring up these starting lineups. I see N'Golo Kante out there. I see Hakim Ziyech. I see Callum Hudson-Odoi down the right, playing that right wing-back position that he's been doing lately. Looks like we got Rudiger out there, Christensen. I'm guessing this is the 3-4-2-1 formation that we're usually doing. Looks like Christensen in the middle of the center backs, flanked by Rudiger and Azpilicueta. Who's playing left wing back for us today? Rudiger's getting chased. Daniel James playing it back to Mendy. Mendy spraying it out right to Azpilicueta again, trying to build from the back. N'Golo Kante gets on the ball a little bit outside the box, protects it, slips it out to Kovacic. Okay, so we got that midfield two of Kante and Kovacic. I like that in the sense that Man U's not going to press that hard, but they are going to counterattack fast. So having the pace of N'Golo Kante, being able to cover the whole pitch is really important today. And I like passing the ball to Kovacic and having him run forward, carrying the ball. I think he's probably our best midfielder linking attack and defense. I just don't want him taking a shot ever or having the ball anywhere near the penalty area. But as an engine through that midfield, he keeps possession real well, dribbles around people constantly. Like, I like him in there. He just has some shortcomings. That's kind of the issues with all of our midfielders right now. Jorginho, Kante, and Kovacic, they all are really great specialized players or system players, but we're kind of undefined under Tuchel right now, so we're not really knowing how we're going to play. So it's a real mixed bag at this point. It's terrible give. Okay, yeah, foul on Mount. I think that was Wan-Bissaka. Very talented right back for Manchester United, formerly of Crystal Palace. He was averaging something like 4 tackles a game that season at Crystal Palace when he blew up. Okay, Chelsea putting the foot on the ball, trying to slow it down a little bit. But Manchester United is pressing them pretty hard. Rudiger with the long run forward. Where the hell is he going? Oh, my God. Rudiger's in the penalty area. He's looking like he's about to put a cross away. Rudiger with a low cross, but defended well by Slabhead. Daniel James picks it up on the wing. Is that... It looks like Ben Chilwell is playing left wing back for us. Big fan of Ben Chilly B. More of a traditional left back than, say, a Marcus Alonso, and doesn't quite have the height and the danger in the penalty box that Marcus Alonso does, but definitely can get back a little bit more, which we'll probably need today with the pace of Manchester United's front line. Looks like Daniel James and Martial are out there. Let's go ahead and pull up. Yeah, Daniel James is the one who's down right now, hurt. Go ahead and pull up these lineups. Goal.com. Not sponsored by Goal.com, but I do like using their app. There's also OneFootball, which I use a little bit as well. Tottenham. Our little roundup for the EPL this morning. Crystal Palace, Fulham 0. Arsenal beating Leicester 3-1. That penalty tying it up 1-1, and then they came on pretty strong. It's really good for Chelsea. Arsenal's so low down the table that taking points off Leicester's pretty good for us right now. Tottenham with smashing Burnley 4-0. Gareth Bale with that first goal. I think it's his first goal back in the Premier League as well. Let's see if anything happens with him. See if Jose can get that Tottenham ship going in the right direction. But, yeah, go ahead with these lineups. All right. Yeah, that's like I thought with Chelsea. 3-4-2-1 with Mendy, Azpilicueta, Christensen, Conte, Kovacic in the middle, Hudson-Odoi, and Chilwell, the wingbacks, and then Ziyech, Mount, Giroud. Manchester United, 4-2-3-1. Pretty classic. McTominay and Fred in the middle. That's where the battle's going to happen. The McTominay-Fred versus Kovacic-Conte is where I think a lot of this game's going to be won or lost. Both teams are setting up with a strong defense to negate the other's attack. Yeah, because they got Rashford, James down the line, and then Mason Greenwood up top. That's a really fast front three, and then Bruno Fernandes pulling the strings behind them. Chelsea are going to need to be on their toes today. Manchester United will not need much to score a goal here. And Ziyech running forward, but losing the ball. It's probably Chelsea's longest spell without the ball in this game, this last 2 or 3 minutes. Ooh, come on. There it is. There it is. Yes. That's right. McTominay with the push on Ziyech. Ziyech going down, playing nice little 1-2 with Mount. Overlapping run down the left. Mount holds possession, getting into trouble. Back to Ziyech. Ziyech playing Mount through, but no one running into the 6-yard box. So then he's got to recycle possession back out to Chilwell. Some nice little triangles down this left side, though. All right, Kovacic is running in. See, this is what happens. Nothing can happen down the wing. You know, they get numbers back, and then we pass it to Kovacic or Conte somewhere on the top of the box, and they can't do anything there. They're not dangerous. Ooh, nice Hudson-Odoi with a nice low cross into Giroud, but it looks like Lindelof cleared that out. Is that a Chelsea corner? Let's see this again. He's so dangerous. Don't give Hudson-Odoi a foot. He dellies on the ball and then runs past the defender, just getting enough room to almost slip in Giroud there. That's what he'll do. He'll lull you into a sense of comfort and then turn on those afterburners. And he just needs that, half yard of pace or that half yard of space to get that cross in. I like Hudson-Odoi at this wing back position. I didn't really think I would, but okay, Mount's up for the corner. Looks like Rudiger got clear, and oh no, cleared away by Manchester United, only to the top of the box. Hudson-Odoi with the foul on James. Oh, they're really trying to counterattack here. Huge long diagonal ball down to Martial, but Conte's there. Conte and Chilwell are back. They're able to clean that up pretty nicely. Oh, and then, yep. Good defending by Chelsea. That's really where I see us giving away something cheap from a corner or a set piece that we have deep in Manchester United's area, and then they counterattack so fast. God, this long field ball to Rashford is so good. And he's surprisingly fast, too. He's very, long and, kind of lanky, but he just turns it on. That dude is so fast. All right, Chilwell with the throw in here down the left. Giroud looking for the ball, controls it back to Chilwell. Ooh, Giroud with some silky control, but Kovacic giving the ball away. Now Manchester United have it in a good position, but they're going to play back to Fred. Ooh, is that Bruno? No. Offsides for Manchester United anyway. Cheeky little back heel to release Rashford. All right, there he is. There's the boss, old Tommy T. Tommy's Tactics, or we like to call him these days. Much more of a tactician than Frank Lampard. Maybe not quite the inspiring man manager, club legend, but this guy really knows what he's doing. And I'm honestly so surprised Ole Gunnar Solskjaer still has a job at Manchester United, but they are in second. I don't think anyone's catching City this year. I think City are done. The only hope is for everyone to band together and make sure Liverpool don't make Champions League, because if they end up outside the top four after the last 2 seasons they've had, would make me so happy. Because fuck Liverpool. Fuck Manchester United too, but all the red teams in England. Mount in a little traffic, gets dispossessed. We really need to build the team around him. I know he's kind of split decisions amongst people in the fan base, but Mason Mount and N'Golo Kante are probably the only world-class players on our team right now. And he's so good and so young. He literally can play so many different positions through the midfield or the front three. He can basically play anything but a 6, and I think he could play a 6 and a double 6, which is what Tuchel likes to call his formation. I think it's more of double 8s, but splitting hairs at that point. Anything going on in the chat? See what's up with you guys. Oh, we got Reed White in the chat, and he says, he's asking Ruben if Ruben is breaking out the grill for the NASCAR race today. Do we need to start doing NASCAR watch-alongs? I mean, I just really haven't been invested since Dale Earnhardt died. So if y'all could just help me out and go ahead and get me back in this whole NASCAR thing, this whole turning left. I'd get real into turning left and changing tires. Let me know. Krusty's asking, is Christian Pulisic healthy? That's always the question. I don't know. He's probably carrying some sort of knock right now. Always got like a hamstring, some sort of hamstring issue or lower back or abdominal issue from last season. I don't know if he's going to be our talismanic player we were hoping he'd be. I think he's going to be more of an Arjen Robben than he is a Eden Hazard, which, I don't want to put that on him by any means, knocking on wood. But the signs aren't looking good so far. He also had some injury crises in Dortmund when he was there, which is really what allowed Jadon Sancho to break through, who's now, one of the best wingers in the world, if not the. Looks like Dortmund's going to unload one of them, either Sancho or Haaland. I don't know if they try to hold out Sancho for another year. I don't think he's signing another contract, and I'm pretty sure he said he's wanting to leave. Probably going to go to Manchester United for somewhere around like $100 million. They may get a little discount on him. I know that's what they were wanting last season, so he may go for 90 or something. But let's be honest, the 10 million euros you're saving would have went much longer for Manchester United this season. Oh, was that shot by Ziyech? Low and hard. De Gea jumping on that pretty easily. There's also this goalkeeper situation going on in Manchester United right now. De Gea not really being that world-class keeper that he was before in the past. Oh, definitely handball there. Are they going to VAR this? Oh, it looks like it might have come off Hudson-Odoi. We're going to the monitor. Oh man, let's not do the. Is it off of Greenwood or is it off on a Hudson-Odoi? And then it definitely comes off Greenwood again. Is it his hand or is it his elbow? No, it's Greenwood. It's Greenwood. Okay, VAR is just getting ridiculous in soccer, by the way. Breaks up the game so much. I know he wanted it, and I know it's here. Nope. Didn't give it? No handball? Maybe? What's going on? Okay, so what the fuck is going on here? Decision, no penalty by Hudson-Odoi. Now check the penalty in the box from Greenwood. If it wasn't a handball from one of them, it was a handball from the other. Their arms are in the air. What the fuck is going on? And then Harry Maguire here, just ugly as sin. Old slab head. All right, so I guess Manchester United ball, and they're just going to rotate possession back around their back line. Wan-Bissaka gets caught in possession, though. Is that Mason Mount picking that pocket? But goes off Kovacic for a Man U throw, and it looks like. All right, so Rashford nails this in. Mendy parries it out. Bounces once. Yo, that hits Greenwood's arm, and he lifts his arm out. That's a... No, what... No, watch... This is absolutely ridiculous. Both fan bases should be screaming right now. And then they checked it on Hudson-Odoi because obviously if it would... Oh, VAR. God, you're so annoying. All right, Manchester United back on the ball, playing back through the back line again. Giroud running down, which is kind of nice seeing him pressing. He's not known for his legs. But he is closing down the passing lanes, making the defenders play the correct pass, not letting them be able to break out quickly. Manchester United really spreading it wide, too. Both of their wingbacks. Ooh, and Wan-Bissaka gives up the ball again to Chilwell. Chilwell plays it back to Rudiger. Man, Daniel James is pressing so fast, looking for that counter. None of our defenders can stay on the ball for too long. All right, out to Hudson-Odoi. I think Hudson-Odoi picking up the ball a little bit further back is good for him as well, allowing him to run more. Like, more of the pitch he has in front of him to run, the better. Foul? Thank you. Maguire just was that Lindelof just elbowed Drew in the back of the head. I have a feeling this is how this game is going to go. It's going to be broken up a lot. Stop, start. Bunch of free kicks. Basically waiting for one of the teams to turn off. Just switch off for a second and have the other guys capitalize. Ooh. Still fun to watch. Kind of reminds me of like old English soccer. I don't know if you go back and watch some stuff from the 70s where the pitches are just mud holes and they're long balls up forward. It's like a mix of soccer and boxing. It's pretty interesting. The old Leeds United days. Brian Clough. Kovacic with a nice little back heel out to Rudiger. Keep possession. Now Chelsea's going to play it across the back line and switch possession. Up to Conte to the middle. Azpilicueta. See, Azpilicueta does have to push up quite a bit when Hudson-Odoi is higher. Looking to link those 1-2s with the Ziyech as Ziyech moves in from a right wing to a 10. Azpilicueta's got to come up almost to that halfway line to then be part of that midfield with Kovacic and Conte. So it's when one player leaves, another player needs to take its position in this system, and I don't know if they're all made the same, if that makes sense or not. But Manchester United with a long kickback. Christensen's going to pick that up and play it to Mendy. All right, looks like they've switched off pressing a little bit. They're going to let Chelsea hold possession. You can't just keep running at defenders or you're going to wear yourself out and not have any pace. Oh, there we go. Foul from James. Chelsea free kick. I think that's what they want to. Just make Chelsea try to go long. Win the second ball and then come back at them. Which isn't bad so far, but Chelsea need to retain possession much better than what they're doing. We are fouling a lot, too. Ziyech just pulling a little shirt of McTominay. Stop, start, guys. Stop, start. See what's going on in the chat. Jay Wood says Chelsea spent all that money and we're never in a title race. Well, there's not a title race this season because Manchester United, or City, decided to be the Manchester City of 2 seasons ago and dominate everyone. Kevin De Bruyne is back. Jesus Navas is not Jesus Navas. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus is playing 9 for them now and is looking really good. Mahrez and Sterling are combining in the wings and are very, very dominant. So, yeah. I do like where we're at, though. I think we bought some players that we didn't need to buy this summer just because we had the opportunity to. We had a bunch of money left over for selling Eden Hazard for 150 million euros, who's scored 4 goals for Real Madrid, which has to go down as one of the best financial moves in European history. Marina Granovskaya is a boss woman in the business boardroom. Hudson-Odoi with the half volley. Oh, wow. There you go. There you go. Good link up, and then he drifts in a tiny bit. So him and Ziyech kind of switch there, which is interesting. All right, so long ball to Hudson-Odoi. We're watching the replay now. I think he plays it to Azpilicueta. and Aspilicueta plays it to him, and then, yeah, just pops up for himself real close, just a little fraction wide. Just getting his laces through it, but just drug it a little bit. A few more people saying some things. Chris Burwer says Papa G with the starfish. Yeah, I think this is the starfish, right? This is when she just lays on the waterbed and just tells you to have at it, smoking a Marlboro Light. I'm about to fall. Yeah, but the reason for no pants and shorts in the studio today is it's a laundry day. Papa G was walking home from eating breakfast, had a nice little fried chicken Benedict and coffee at Kirby Lane, and then shit his pants. Yeah, if any of you know me, peeing my pants is normally my thing. Not being able to make it to a bathroom, but this morning I shit my pants. And I guess that's what happens when you drink the night before, drink a bunch of coffee and water, and then that little liquid death starts coming out of you. So I was out of pants. I'm now washing all my pants for the week, and I'm in these shorts. Not sure what that has to do with the Chelsea game. Chrissy says De Gea is definitely on the downward trend. Yeah, I was going to get into that, but I got distracted. So, who should be the goalkeeper at Manchester United? Do you try to offload De Gea for some money? Oh, shit. What's the other guy's name? He played at Sheffield last year. Oh, man. Jordan Henderson? No. Brain's a little foggy. Dan Henderson. That's it. Not Jordan Henderson. Dan Henderson. Wait, no. What? Is that right? Dean Henderson. Dan Henderson is the UFC fighter. Jordan Henderson is the Liverpool midfielder. And Dean Henderson is the young Manchester United keeper who's probably gone to place De Gea. He had an amazing season last year at Sheffield. Probably one of the best keepers in the Premier League. And now he's riding the bench. I think he needs to be in every Europa League and every FA Cup game from here on out. I think he probably should have been all season long. Apparently he's just letting a fire under him. And he's not happy in the dressing room, and the higher-ups at Manchester United aren't really sure what to do. But interesting. Romero never got the love that he deserved there either, as a pretty good keeper. But yeah, old Sergio Romero. Reed says that's the way to live. I hope he's talking about in reference to shitting my pants this morning. The question is, do I keep the underwear afterwards? And, I know it kind of washes out and cloth diapers are a thing, but when you just see that much poop in your underwear, do I want to wash it with other clothes? Does that just get the poop over all my clothes? Or are all my clothes clean at the end of the washing cycle? I don't really know. These are questions I don't know if they'll ever be answered, especially not by me. I'll probably forget I asked them in a half an hour, but yeah. Let me know in the chat if I should throw out my underwear or keep them. And you guys should know that they're pretty nice H&M underwear. All right, back to the game though. Manchester United with a little spell of possession. Neither team with any pretty attacking football or any kind of ideas that you can see. It's just if someone can capitalize on a loose ball or a tackle or a misplaced pass, and then who's ever in whatever position to attack. Mount. Ooh. Little searching diagonal cross right over the top of the box to Ziyech. Close. I think a lot of these attacking players don't know how to play with each other, and they get into a lot of the similar same positions, conflicting or boxing each other out, and then they'll stay away from those positions. Allowing it's like two people trying to cross the street at the same time. I feel like this is the biggest issue with our attack right now. Hopefully Tuchel can figure that out and assign some roles to people. I would also like to see Tammy back in leading the line. Giroud's good and had that wonder goal against Atletico, but you can't build around him, and this time right now is so important to drill the tactics into the team. Lumping in a new striker who hasn't had time to play and gel with the team They're going to be off the pace, which then people are going to be calling to put Giroud back in. So you got to give someone a run, and I think it's Tammy. Unless we bring in Holland, which, I mean, that would be such a Chelsea thing to do. We bring in Erling Haaland and somehow break him. Like, he quits scoring goals. He's just Shevchenko and Torres or Morata number 4. We've spent so much money on strikers that are just terrible. And then we gave away Lukaku twice. Also, there's rumors of him coming back. There's rumors of him going to Manchester City, too. And seeing what Pep could do with such a big, strong forward would be interesting. He's killing it in Italy right now. He's killing it in Milan with Conte, but apparently they are in financial ruin right now. Which is so weird because he came in and they just splashed all the cash. I heard they've defaulted on a few loan payments already. Which who knows what that does to the interest and blah, blah, blah. Football financing is pretty interesting. Giroud pressing back far. 3-on-1 against Matomany. Mounts breaking. Playing to Ziyech down the middle and running. He's got help. Oh, come on. And then he just throws a ball away, which looks like it was intended for Hudson-Odoi, but Hudson-Odoi was making that crossfield run back towards the goal, not down the byline. What a terrible, terrible giveaway of possession. A great counterattack wasted. P.S. Y'all like my feet? Y'all like my feet? A lot of center backs running forward. We just saw Lindelof do it too. Just trying to carry the ball forward, I guess to get numbers. Hopefully, everyone in front of you is making the run, pulling all the other team back, and then opening up the space for you, and then you can lay it off to somebody or who's ever got the numbers. Mendy out to Aspilicueta, almost down by our corner flag. Hudson-Odoi, playing it very, very scary ball back to Mendy. We are playing some very dangerous balls in our own half right now. And, of course, Rudiger lets that go out for a throw-in. It's just sloppy football. That's like no one has a game plan out there right now. No one on Chelsea knows what to do with the ball when they get it. Besides Mason Mount, who just turns and runs forward. Can we get some Billy Gilmore in this game? I think a little injection of Billy Gilmore would probably help. All right. Got Lindelof on the ball, being pressed by Giroud a little bit, playing it back to De Gea. De Gea all the way outside his box. Playing it back to Slabhead. Slabhead runs up by the halfway line, and a long diagonal ball out to Daniel James, who heads it down to Wan-Bissaka, keeping possession kind of nicely, but then he has to play it back. It's nowhere there. Nowhere for Manchester United to go. I think the way you beat them is you just give them the ball. Like, they only beat you on the break. So you give them the ball and they make them break you down. I don't think they can do it. I don't think they have the quality on the ball besides Bruno Fernandes. Guys, I am having trouble speaking this morning. I don't know if it's the hangover, the dehydration, the illicit drug use, or what. But, glad you guys are here with me. Bruno Fernandes looking a little frustrated right now. God, what a good buy that was for them. I mean, he came in with some hype, but I don't think people knew quite what he was. And also, he's probably the only traditional 10 playing in the EPL right now. Like, true traditional 10. I don't think they make him do anything defensive. Oh, we got a little David Ziyama just sent me a post of Fernando Torres. Who is he scoring this goal against? Is it Barcelona? Ooh, God. That's young Fernando. Miss me some Fernando Torres, to be honest. Anything going on in G-Chat? Z-Chatty chat. Chris Brewer says, clean feet, brother. Are they? I think they're, not bad, right? Not too brown. Is it like this? Is this how it's supposed to go? Is this what you guys want me to do? Yeah. I mean, I showered this morning. Wearing sandals today because it's kind of nice here in Texas. I'm a big sandals guy. Also, I enjoy the Sandals Resort, where old women take me to do sexual acts. Ooh, you know what helped my hangover? A Kill Cliff. Kill Cliffs always help hangovers. Grab me one of these old Flamin' Joes. I'm going to do a CBD right now because I think I'm in a recovery state after the drinking I did last night and the weekend that I had. It's, yeah, a little recovery fuel. If any of you out there also want some of this, I'm sure we have a promo code. I don't really know what it is because I am the best producer in the world, and it seems like something I should know. All right, is that Timo Werner? Looks like he's warming up, stretching out on the side. Such an interesting purchase. Like, obviously, we got him super cheap, for his goal ratio. But he played as a second striker. Chelsea had not played a two-striker system since the days of Carlo Ancelotti, so in a decade. And he doesn't play good as a solo number 9. He's basically a like-for-like replacement with how Christian Pulisic was playing under the restart last season when he was really tearing it up. And I liked it as that purchase because you really can't count on Pulisic because of his injury rate. And I think having him and Werner fight off each other and iron sharpens iron, push each other to get better, probably beneficial for Chelsea. But now you're trying to lump all these guys into the same team that kind of play the same positions, that want to make the same runs, and they're getting in each other's way. He'll probably come on for Mount in this situation. Or Ziyech. I'd probably rather see him come on for Ziyech. Actually, I don't know. Maybe he comes on for Giroud and Mount goes to that false 9 position, which I like him in. Nah, I don't know. Because Ziyech wants to come into that 9.5, 10 position as well. Yeah. Werner, Pulisic, Mount, Ziyech, both those players, all 4 of those players, you're trying to fit into the team somehow, and they should be playing 2 positions. Yeah, I don't know. And then we haven't even talked about Kai Havertz yet, who is not on the pitch either. People are giving Chelsea a lot of shit, but it is kind of nice to have a deeper squad right now, or a more quality squad. That's kind of where we let it go in the last few years. You look back to those good Mourinho years, those John Terry, Essien years, Frank Lampard was a starter, but then you brought on Michael Ballack, and then you brought on the Bison, you subbed off, Nicolas Anelka for Florian Maluda. It was we had 2 world-class players in every position. I think that's why we were in semifinals of the Champions League year after year and constantly battling for titles. What was it, like a 7-year period where either Chelsea or Man U won the title? I think City broke that finally. I think they were the ones to break it. The little duopoly. Well, before that it was the Man U Arsenal duopoly, and before that it was just Liverpool era. But we knocked them off the perch, didn't we, Sir Alex? Well, I shouldn't say we. Fuck Man U, but the jalapeno pineapple or the spicy pineapple is really good, and it does have a little kick at the end. It's all about the aftertaste. It's almost like you ate a pepper. And Giroud is down hurt. Back injury? Nope. Get De Gea, leave him alone. It looks like we're probably... Oh, no. All right, let's watch this replay. Rudiger does well keeping possession. Long cross-field ball. To Hudson-Odoi. Giroud's making the run. Goes for... Oh! He slid on the grass right into the goalpost with that. Oh, he's so close to getting a little bit on that. And then, bang! Oh, right into his back. Right into the small of his back. That is not good.
And like you really don't realize it on the replay how fast he's going. He's just launching himself like a bullet. Oh man, that's got to leave a big bruise. There's got to be some swelling in that already. A lot of blood rushing to that muscle. No bueno. And it feels like this game is going on for an hour, and then we're in the 36th minute. That's what happens with start-stop football. It's just like, what is going on? It feels like American football. Oh, man. Whew. P.S. guys, how's it look and sound? This is we're using the new camera and then a new profile. Tell me how the look is versus, I guess, some of the other cameras we've been using. Yeah. How was the Jack sesh last night without me? I watched Dan kind of start it and then have to restart it, but I didn't have cell phone signal at the ranch I was at. Oh shit! And then who just went over is that Rashford who just went over the LED wall? Yeah, we're at Stamford Bridge, right? Yeah, that's because we don't have fucking grass outside of the pitch. It's literally turf, and you can't stop. I've sent emails about this, like, because we have injured players because of this. The outside of the pitch is wrapped in AstroTurf, and I know it's for like a look, and that AstroTurf runs right up into LED boards. And if you've never touched those, they're just metal. They're giant, big sheets of hard metal, which will cut you open so easily. Know from experience. This is not keeping players safe. I've also seen players slip, like hurt hips, knees. Tammy Abraham crashed his knee into the LED wall 2 seasons ago after he was playing really, really well. We need to do something about that. Chelsea's not the only club to do it. I know it's because they need to keep the pitch a certain way, and they need to be able to keep the pitch fresh and like replace parts of it and everything. They need to be modular. But can you run some more grass around the outside or a track? Like, I know the AstroTurf looks good, but it's literally ice. And when you pay $100 million for a player, you might want him to not be injured. On top of you paying him £300,000 a week. Maybe keep them off the training room table. But that's just a Papa G opinion. What does he know? He just does drugs and talks shit on the internet. And often looks like he's not wearing pants. Also got 2 monitors in here now, which is pretty nice. In the studio, a couple more carts. That way we can always be like watching stuff. Ross still likes to look at himself. And so he's coming back tomorrow, actually. So you'll see the old Ross Patterson in the studio. And I think we have Neil deGrasse T on later this week for a few minutes. So Dan Holloway has a huge boner in preparation for that. Ooh, old Neil deGrasse. And yeah, this is just a big... Another foul. This is just keep away, and everyone's throwing legs in at each other. What's worse is it doesn't even look like they're trying to hurt each other. Like the fouling's not on purpose. It looks like it's just really sloppy play, and everyone's a half step behind the ball. So everyone's lunging and reaching and knocking into each other and not quite getting there. All right, Kovacic on the ball now. They're giving him space. Don't give him too much space. He can pick a pass. He's not Jorginho, but he can pick a pass. Rudiger running back. Playing to Mendy. Switching it out to Azpilicueta. We don't go long enough either. I don't know if that's Tuchel just trying to keep possession. Frank had that same kind of issue where we just refused to go long. And then Fred running at us, but who got that foot in there? It was Azpilicueta who got that foot in, and someone from afar. Oh, it was Fernandez with a shot from outside that went nowhere. Oh, look at those teeth. Something about Portuguese and their teeth. Here's another shot. Yeah. Oh, that came off Rudiger's back. That's a corner. Yeah. I know that had to go. Took a weird flight path. Whoa, Ivan says Jack gave away Ross's truck on the Friday night Jack Chest. I was wondering why Joel wasn't driving it home last night. So Dan drops us off at the studio to unpack the luggage from the weekend. And Joel's walking home. I'm like, Joel, why aren't you driving the truck home? And Joel says he doesn't know where the keys are. Coop had the keys. And it seemed a little weird to me, but now it makes sense that they gave the truck away on the Jack sesh, which, you know, I've got to appreciate. I've got to appreciate that Jack's really stepped things up and not just giving away things from set. He's giving away things from Ross's personal life. If he could go ahead and give away one of his kids, maybe a kidney, maybe a big toe, I think we're gonna hit peak Jack sesh at that point in time. Maybe he'll give away his heart. Baby, don't hurt me. No mo. Chris says Donna noticed the clean feet as well. I appreciate that. You know, it's kind of unintentional, and I'll tell you the secret. It's my shower drain doesn't drain well, so water pools up in the bottom. And so I'll turn the shower on to let the water heat up while I beat one off or dump one off in the toilet in the morning. So by the time I actually get in the shower, I have about 3 inches of water just in the bottom of my bathtub. And, you know, that scalding hot water tends to clean your feet pretty well, so I don't even have to scrub them. It's more just nature or bad plumbing that gets my feet so clean. And now you all know a little bit more about me and my morning routines. Although I am a little worried about jerking off so much right after I poop, because I think it's gonna like connect those wires in my brain a little bit, and I'm really not trying to watch scat porn. This is a very non-scientific show, if you guys haven't noticed yet. And we're supposed to be talking about soccer or football. All right, so I don't like that. They throw a little floating ball in to Brunando, hilarious. Floating a little ball into Bruno. And he's not in a good position, but he's heading it back across to that late runner who's either Martial or Rashford. I don't know why I keep saying Martial. He's not on the pitch. Rashford and Daniel James are. All right, 43rd minute or 44th minute. This is exactly where Chelsea give away an easy goal because we're sadists like that. All right, Wan-Bissaka. Let's see if this is a long throw in towards the box. Nope, short. Back to him. Oh, and they gave it away. Nice. Fred. Good job, Fred, fucking that up. Probably the most unskillful Brazilian to ever come out of Shakhtar. Like Shakhtar Donetsk, and I'm definitely not pronouncing that right, in the Ukraine, has a direct pipeline to some of the best Brazilian soccer players. Like Willian came from there, Lucas Moura came from there, a bunch more I can't remember right now. But Fred also came from there, and I think Man United thought they were getting the next Fernandinho, and they got the next John Obi Mikel. Fred does nothing, and they spent a lot of money on him. All right, Ben Chilwell on the ball. Ooh, nice cross into nothing, though. Right into the gloves of De Gea. And we give away another opportunity. 2 minutes of stoppage time here. Manchester United are going to try to play out from the back. And Harry Maguire hits his own heel. Almost loses possession. How did you guys pay $80 million for him? And the Leicester was just like, sure. You know this other guy we got? Yeah, we're going to play him next. It was Deshalis, I think, who came in after him and did really well. And Man United are breaking. Oh, they slipped that through to... Oh, yes. Bruno let it go on to Danny, and Danny kept the run going and saw it behind him. Oh, man, they're coming back again. Chelsea's got a lot of blue shirts in the box, though. And it looks like Mount is pressing Bissaka. Yeah, I almost don't mind this. This reminds me of that Barcelona semifinal where we just packed two lines. If United have the ball and we have men back, I'm not too worried about them scoring on us. I'm really fearful when we look like we're about to do something and then we fuck it all up. Looks like McTominay and Rudiger are having some words. McTominay pushing him away as he running back. Oh, Rita's saying that he gave away a couple of Dakota's cameras. Well, Dakota just has too much stuff. So I think giving away his stuff is actually doing Dakota a favor. It's releasing him of his worldly possessions. That way he can go out and, just save the world like he's been doing. Don't want to weigh him down with stuff. And then Reed says, my feet are well maintained. Lieutenant Dan taught me that. He said, take care of your feet. Whenever we stop, change socks. What are you doing, Private Gump? A lot of those things just stuck with me my entire life. And, taking care of my feet was one of them. That's halftime, guys. 0-0 right now. A lot of the pundits thought this was going to happen. Both these teams need to not lose this game. The win helps Chelsea more than it helps Man U. A draw here is probably going to be what's happening. I was assuming it was going to be 1-1. Probably still end up will be in 1-1. I see probably Chelsea scoring first and then giving away something in the 85th minute. Maybe a penalty to Bruno Fernandes. I don't hate it. I would like for a more interesting game. I would like to see more clear tactics coming out of Tommy T right now. But this is the Manchester Derby, so, and they've really had the Indian sign over us the last, at least since Frank has been manager. His first game as manager, losing 4-1 to Ollie away, and then lost almost every match against him except for the one. I think it was the FA Cup semifinal before we went and played Arsenal. We beat Man U there. I think before that it was like 4 losses in a row or 5 losses in a row. So it'd be nice to get over on them again. Because Chelsea used to be known for taking down the big dogs. We would lose to West Brom or drop points to Fulham at home, but we'd always scout Man U or Man City or somebody on the away or home leg. Ivan says, who do I have winning the Champions League this year? Ooh. You can't put... People are putting City as favorites right now because both Barcelona and Real Madrid are having down years. I don't think you can do that because they haven't won one yet, so they're not really champions. Why are people sleeping on Bayern Munich? In the same way people slept on them last year, Robert Lewandowski has been the best informed striker for the last 3 seasons in a row. You thought you didn't know what they were buying when he was like 28 years old when he went over from Dortmund. But they've given him 4 or 5 good seasons, and he's going to continue giving them good seasons. And it's insane, his production rate. And I got to say they're favorites. PSG is going to be up there. Maybe Dortmund can put a run together, but I think they'll get found out in the later stages. They look really good right now, but that's just because Sancho and Haaland are gold machines. Never count out Ronaldo in the Champions League. I really think Barcelona are done. I think Messi's leaving. I think the direction the club has been and the way the club has been ran over the last 5 to 10 years is just abysmal. What happened to La Mesa? Like, what happened to Barcelona B having some of the best players in League B or whatever league they play in Spain? They were easily slotting guys in from the youth club into the first team, and there was a direct pipeline to Barcelona's first team, and now that's not there. They're spending tons of money on Usa Dembele and Griezmann and just players that aren't linking together and aren't doing it, and they've really lost themselves. I mean, they've lost what they're known for, which I guess was their style. They've lost the tiki-taka, and I don't know if that happened with Enrique or with Pep or what, but they're in shambles. Juve is also in shambles. Yeah, it's an interesting season for the Champions League. It almost feels fake, like it feels they're playing in like neutral zones, like it's still COVID-y. Like it just doesn't have the luster that the Champions League usually does for me. And I think it's also because a lot of these guys are underperforming. When the big stars aren't putting up numbers and aren't dominating games, you're not as interested. So, but it's still the most competitive European league in the world. So, or most competitive football league in the world. All right, this halftime, my butt is kind of hurting. Chelsea 5 shots, Manchester United 4 shots. Yeah, I mean, pretty even first half. Pretty slow. Nothing attractive, nothing clean. Chelsea don't have the wherewithal that we used to. Neither do Manchester United. I think it's lost in football itself, but there aren't the leaders, there aren't the talisman, there aren't the workhorses. There's no John Terrys, left in the world. So, pretty unfortunate. Trying to get more interesting news for you guys that I can break. That'll be pretty fun. Any secrets I can tell? I don't know. Finally starting to get high. No, that's pretty boring. I bought some new light bulbs, like for the actual lights in the studio, like the ceiling lights, because I was going to try to get them to match the studio lights that we use. But no, so I got to take those back to Home Depot. I hate returning things. This is where I just start complaining during the show. I got to return so much shit. And it's like going there to buy it was like already time consuming enough. Now I got to go back. Part of me just wants to keep it, but then it's wasting money. So, how are you guys liking Ross Uncirked? I haven't caught up with all of them yet, but I heard he's going in pretty hard. He's talking a lot of that heat, so that's something you guys have been asking for a little while. Any guests or anyone you guys want to have on that we haven't talked to in a long time? Any of your favorite friends that you want to come back? I'm trying to get Jason Rao back on pretty soon so he can talk about the new band a little bit. Probably do another episode of Dan's War playlist pretty soon. 6 hours in a car with him, you go through a lot of old music, and he's like, I should have put that one on there, should have put that one on there, should have put that one. So we'll probably do version 2 pretty soon. Oh, I'm really mad at FedEx and UPS right now. Both of them equally. Both of them suck a huge fat one. They're still giving me weather delays on why my packages aren't here, and they're literally in Austin. They were on the delivery truck yesterday and the day before, and have just gone back, and instead of saying out for delivery, now it says severe weather delays could delay your package. I'm like, no, your delivery driver is just slow and incompetent and didn't quite finish his route, and then that got lumped in with another overload route or another overflow something else or put into another bin. And now we're a couple days later after we've already had a couple more days because of the real weather delay, and I hate you. Bring me my stuff. I know I don't really need it, but I want it. And it brings me great happiness to open boxes of things. And it's the only happiness I get in life right now. So if anyone out there works for UPS or FedEx, bring me my... there's that. Other new stuff going on. Not much. Still trying to finish the other back studios, clean those up a little bit. I'm going to try to make Dairy Dan and Rob do one of their shows from out there so we can showcase some prettier sets. Yeah. Life's pretty good on the old tetherball front. You guys got any questions for me or wanting to know anything? Oh, you guys want Milo back? Yeah. Jay Davis asking if Ross did another Uncirced. Well, that's for you to know. Go to the Patreon and find out. Having Milo back would be pretty fun. I would like to, because I never met him. This was before I worked for the company, so I would personally like to talk to him for a little bit, to give him shit, just see what he's like as a real person and see what he's like now. Because, like, this is, what are we, 5 years later, 4 years later? Like, what's his take on things now? And then see what kind of different person he is as well. See if his viewpoints have changed at all. Because my takes on things are constantly changing. Because I'm constantly getting new information. Constantly updating the old registry. I really need to get new chairs for the studio. These are supposed to be temporary chairs. And they kind of hurt my butt. Maybe I should take the butt plug out. Speaking of butt plugs, our buddy Krill over at lendafeingold.com has a new ring toss butt plug combination. Basically, it's a really long butt plug, or like a little knobble on the end that you put in there. And then the girl either lays on her back with her legs up or face down, and then you play ring toss. You just throw the ring and you try to land it, and it's sticking out of her butt. And he did a whole episode of this on his website. He basically just posts stories, like Instagram or Snapchat stories, but only to his website for you to watch them, because he keeps getting banned from all platforms. But yeah, go there and watch that. Go buy the ring toss. If you buy it and send it into the studio, I'll probably won't use it, but it'd be funny. Oh, another funny thing. Gigi keeps sending chocolates to the studio, I guess in anticipation that Jesse will ever come back to Texas. But I keep eating them. I'm going to get fat. It's these nice, beautiful, like rose-covered boxes with these chocolate-covered graham crackers and Teddy Grahams. There's also some truffles in there. It's chocolate-covered blueberries. It is delicious. And I know it's intended for our wonderful Jables, but she's not here, so I have to keep eating it. I'm going to go get some right now and eat them. But Gigi, or if anyone here talks to Gigi anytime soon, I really appreciate it. But I know you want Jesse to have these. So if you need the address to the North Carolina condo, let me know. I'm going to get those chocolates right now, actually. I'll be right back. I think I'm going to break into the old Teddy Grahams first. They're some of my favorites. Just simple. I used to dunk Teddy Grahams into cake frosting. We would ditch high school to go buy Teddy Grahams and dip them in cake frosting. I'm going to bring this up to the camera and see if you guys want to check it out. I know eating on microphone is probably the worst thing for any kind of audio show, but damn, these are good. Diacron.com. These look like a German K with the umlaut over top of it. Spelled DIANEKRON.com. That's where these chocolates come from. They are not a sponsor of the podcast. And I think this is technically like mail theft, because these were addressed to Jesse, and I keep signing for them, and then I keep eating them. So I think I'm committing a felony right now, live on air. But there's only like 11 of you watching, so like I'm pretty okay with it. I think you're all now accessories, and so we all have a secret. I want you to know that. Richard, you're in Vegas right now? Richard, no, don't just come into the chat and say I'm here to like it and then leave. Mr. Richard Denofferson, Big Dick Denoff. But thanks, buddy. I miss you. Hope you're doing well. What's going on in Vegas? You placing some sports bets? You doing some other betting? Doing some other gambling? You know Papa G loves gambling, and you know Papa G loves Vegas. So maybe next time an invite. God, these chocolate covered blueberries are so good. Because eating copious amounts of sugar is exactly what you should do when you're dehydrated and hungover. Probably so good for you. And I keep moving away from the microphone because I know I'm chewing and rattling bags, and it's probably not the best. But luckily for you guys, the second half's about to start. And I'll quit doing this ridiculous shit. All right, last ones. Done with the eating, back to the talking. Back to the butt kind of hurting. I really need to get pads for these chairs. We're about to start the second half. Looks like Giroud is trying to tell Hakim something, but is doing his fingers like this. I'm not really sure what that means or what he's trying to tell him. I think a lot of people don't realize that a lot of these guys can't speak the same language, which I think is a problem, like very particular to football or soccer. Usually people can communicate with their teammates. Like, imagine if they're American football players, like 4 linemen who spoke 4 different languages. You'd be like, what? You're like, no, pick up that guy. No, pick up that guy. It'd be ridiculous. I think we should do that. I want more problems in sports for things to overcome. Ugh. Getting my old headphones stuck. There we go. There we go. Ugh. It's a little hot in here. Oh, I don't know why, guys, but this podcast just now feels a lot better. This feels a lot better. I know watching me watch TV and talk shit is very loosely a podcast, but you hearing that? Hearing my shoulders pop? Getting all stretched out, ready to watch some soccer. Yeah. All right, Chelsea with the ball, playing it back to Christensen. I like him in the middle of the 3. By the way, he came in with so much hype, and those 2 years at Mönchengladbach when he was on loan there, he was playing in a Champions League caliber team and dominating in the German league as a center back. He was also playing in a 2 there. Since coming back to Chelsea, off and on, stop and start, depending on who the managers were, looks really, really good in the middle of a 3. So we played the 3 under Conte, in which David Luiz played there that first season. And then he didn't play there as much due to injury, and Christensen kind of took over that second season. I thought that was the transition season where we're going to see Christensen be the number 1. Maurizio Sarri comes in, switching to a 2-back. Things change quite a bit. No longer really playing Christensen, playing a lot of Antonio Rudiger. I forget who was even playing our other center back. Was Gary Cahill still there then? No, Gary was the one gone. I forgot who played the second center back under Sarri, but definitely wasn't Christensen. And then under Frank, going back to a 2 as well, we saw the resurgence of Kurt Zouma. So really, people have been hating on this guy, saying he's not tough enough, not big enough, can't play in the Premier League in a 2. But man, is he good on the ball. Man, is he calm and collected. Man, is his positioning good. And he can find a pass. You know, he can find a pass so much, he can almost play as a center defensive midfielder, which is the one thing that we loved about David Luiz, is having the ability to play that long ball. Come on, Ziyech. Ziyech with a misplaced pass behind Mount. He is not linking up well today. He seemed okay on the ball, you know, with that wizard of a left foot that he has. But I've not been happy with him. I've not been happy with him since the transition over to Tuchel, to be honest. And I don't know if he carries the same weight as the Germans. So, when you buy guys for a bunch of money, they're expected to be in the team, and they're expected to make a difference in the team, and you're expected to get the most out of them. Ziyech was a signing that happened right after the January transfer window last season. So it was known about for an entire 6 months before he transferred over. And it wasn't that expensive. So I don't think it comes with the same caveat. Like, obviously, skill-wise, we all consider a lot of these players to be very similar as far as talent level, Ziyech being a couple years older. But, yeah, like, I can definitely see him getting relegated to the bench pretty soon and kind of being a forgotten man, even though he's so fucking talented. All right, Chilwell with the overlapping run down the left, getting out. Here we go with that low cross to, who was that? To Ziyech. Ziyech happened. Reece James, and Reece deflected. Back to Azpilicueta. Play it to the right. Down to Reece James. Okay, nice. Get it in. 2 deflected shots. And then out. Nope. Popped up into De Gea's gloves. Wow. Best chance of the game right there. Ziyech just not beating the keeper. Is this we're going to watch replay again? All right. Chilwell breaking down the left. So good. Low cross in. Giroud lets it go. Ziyech on the penalty spot. Can't beat De Gea. Let me watch this again. Like, it's fast, but it doesn't. It looks too close to. De Gea's even going back left, but keeps that hand right, and he sends him the wrong way. But you gotta. I mean, that's when he's the best goalkeeper in the world. He can guess wrong and still get that backhand up enough to palm it out. Ziyech probably could have done a little bit more to play a little bit more difficult of a ball for him to get to, but man. And then Fred with a horrible tackle on Mount, just shin right through him. First yellow card. All right, now run at him. One stud then the other, right down his ankle. Mount turns and is just like, WTF. And Fred's trying to act surprised. Bro, you slid in with both feet. Come on. All right, let's get this game going again. Yes, Fred. Quit looking surprised. That was you. You can't slide in with both feet and not get a yellow card. Okay, looks like Chelsea's going to go with a set-piece routine from here. Did my phone die? I love checking the chat. Oh, phone's dead. Nice little set-piece routine. Trying to play the ball back in, but nothing. Just not one of Chelsea's strong points. Corners or set pieces. Azpilicueta down the right. Neither is open play, to be honest. We can't score goals. We're not a good team. All right, Conte picking up the ball in the middle. Playing back to Rudiger. All right, to Kovacic. We got runners ahead of him. And someone went down to... Is that Reece James? Did he slip? I think he slipped. Playing much higher up the pitch than he usually does. But it's probably one of the better crossers of the ball on the team. All right, Luke Shaw with the throw in. Luke Shaw's had a resurgence this year, playing more of a left center back role. Out to James. James back into Conte. Out to Azpilicueta down the right. James again on the byline. There's a lot of red shirts around him. We're not switching play to the other side fast enough. And we're allowing them to reset. But now we're going back right again. So it looks like we're not really attacking down the left. Kind of something I've been noticing too. Like during the Hazard era, it was just down the left, down the left, down the left. Now we're really looking to attack down the right. Giroud playing the ball behind Mount and giving away possession. That springs Rashford. Rashford playing it into James. James with good control. Running at people. But it looks like he scuffed the shot wide or is it a corner? I'm not sure if that came off a defender or not. But that's just it's Daniel James being young and not being decisive enough. He should have ran at him and played this ball down to Bruno on the right. But Yeah, there he is. And then, yeah, I should have played the... Went for the shot. Luke Shaw is going to take the corner. Kovacic looks tired. Hands on knees, hard. Not known for his shape. Chelsea with a good clearance. Out to Ziyech. Ziyech is springing Giroud down the right. Oh, did we get Kovacic? Play it forward. Oh, my God, no. Kovacic. You stop the attack, you piece of shit. All right, Ziyech with a nice little 1-2 beating a man. Beats the second man, goes for the shot, but gets deflected up and out. Falls to Kovacic. Tries to play it back to him. I'm playing pinball in the midfield right now. Chelsea get control of it down the left. Down by Manchester United's box, but run into traffic. Rudiger is still playing really high up the pitch, running with the ball. These lines are really close together. Okay, now we're going to switch play back to the right. Azpilicueta with a failed through ball to Reece James. No. Just no one knows what to do with the ball. There's no cohesion. That allows Wan-Bissaka to get on the ball down the right and get it to... Is that Rashford or Fred? They wear the same shoes, so it's hard to tell. Long diagonal for... See, now they're playing these super long diagonal balls to both Rashford and James at the same time, and they're letting them run onto it. They're so fast. All right, Chelsea back on the ball with Christensen. So I heard a weird news in the studio. Wasn't sure what it was. Maybe it's the wind outside. Not a great many chances this half so far in the first opening 10 minutes of the second. This is definitely a dogfight of an evening for both these teams. Both of them limping already all over the pitch. All right. Short corner. Reece throws it up to the back post to nothing. Out for a Manchester United goal kick. No direction. No idea what to do. No idea what to do. Come on, guys. All right. Who's warming up right now? Who's warming up? I think I just heard Chelsea have 80% of the possession so far. Which sounds insane. Maybe it's talking about this half. I haven't been able to keep up with their commentary much. All right, Luke Shaw breaking down the left. Turns inward, trying to link up with Fred. Fred's coming in support. Tells him to play it back to Slabhead. Slabhead running with the ball. Out to Wan-Bissaka. And then, plays that chip through ball forward to Daniel James. Looked good. Offsides, though. Good call. Good call. I expect Chilwell to stay on pace with him, and he got beat pretty easily. Daniel James, good hair. Good hair on young James. Not so much on Ollie. Ollie's real salt and peppery these days. I guess that's what 3 years as a Manchester United head coach will do to you. I wonder what ages you faster, being a U.S. president or the head coach of Manchester United. All right, James down the right. Oh, spring and Mount. There you go. Oh, Mount. Oh, embarrassing, Fred. Oh, goddamn, but plays a little too much. Kovacic picks it up, though. Doesn't play Chilwell down the left enough. Chilwell in with a cross. Headed away. Reece James retains possession of Azpilicueta back to Reece James. Playing it back to Conte. And then Conte slowing it down to Rudiger. Rudiger slowing it down to Chilwell again. Conte needs someone beside him. A Conte Cesc Fabregas pairing right now would be to die for. I wonder what Cesc is doing these days. Long ball to Reece. Ooh, great ball to Reece. Reece cuts it back. Oh. Did Rudiger play that ball to him? That was nice. Those are the positions we want to be in. And you know what? As a defender, I like Reece James having the ball down there. I know he can pick out someone. Azpilicueta picks it up. Nice. Chelsea really knocking on the door here. Retaining possession in a lot of men in Chester United's half. Well, this is exactly what I was talking about before. If we fail to score and we knock and knock and knock, do not want to get counterpunched. We need to score here. Conte keeping possession again. Conte let fly. Deflected. Picked up by Fred. Only out as far to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka cuts back and beats Christensen. McTominay holds possession. Oh, is that opening up James? And then releases Rashford down the left. Oh, Rashford just misses the ball and lets it go out. Oh, he is mad at himself. It's exactly what I'm talking about. We can't let him do that. That's exactly how they tear us apart. Chelsea back on the ball with Azpilicueta. And Kovacic's pocket pick in the midfield. Manchester United running at us. Oh. Whose shot was that? Man. Was that Greenwood? Yeah, it was Mason Greenwood. Another dangerous young attacker. Just lets fly right over Mendy's corner. And I think that's the difference between their youngsters and our youngsters. Is like they're taking shots. Like they're letting fly. Mm. Bring on Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham. Oh, Tammy. Tammy Abraham, Timo Werner, double substitution for Giroud and Ziyech. Mount playing behind him. Come on. That's what this game needs right now. And we need to keep Conte on Bruno as this game goes on. The more these teams get tired, the more he's going to be able to dominate. Oh, God, and Kovacic looks real leggy out there, too. He's late to everything. Oh, no, Shaw breaking down the right. Cut back. Oh, to no one, thank God. Oh, only as far Wan-Bissaka, who probably going to let fly. No! God, Manchester United are peppering Chelsea right now. And we're lucky to get a little clearance from Azpilicueta holding it off and playing to Rudiger. But wow, this is what they can do to you. Luke Shaw he is dangerous. People keep forgetting that. Right through their legs, and someone got a heel on it to clear it away. But Mendy can't see anything. That was a great save by Mendy. Saved with the stomach, but he can't see that ball coming at him. And Chilwell takes out Greenwood. Yep. Yellow card to Chilwell. Yeah, just clipping him. He had to, though. He had to. So many mixed feelings about all these new signings. All right. Manchester United free kick. Almost by the corner flag. Probably in a little bit better position, to be honest. Just play it flat across the 6-yard box. I don't like this. I don't like it. Chelsea don't look organized. Kovacic looks like he's trying to get some air. Oh, man. Rashford's unprotected in the back. Oh, only gets to the first man, though. Nice. Chelsea clear from the first man, but only out to Luke Shaw again. Luke Shaw plays it back in. Chelsea defend nicely and head it away. God. Manchester United just keep going. No! Rashford. Oh. At the top of the box, let's fly with Mendy with a pretty easy save in the end. Very dangerous position. Just, you can't let him live out there by himself. No blue shirts around him. Just seemed to slowly drop back. He's too dangerous not to put eyes on him like that. It's probably Azpilicueta, his man. Now he's going to press Aspi. But Conte gets it forward, gets it to Mount. Mount playing up well with Ziyech, beating Fred. McTominay's chasing back. Just shoot. Oh, too much. And Chilwell got in the way. God, Mount looks so good there. He was looking to lay it off to someone. He was just looking, waiting for someone to come to him, dribbling, holds it up. I think it looked like he tried to toe poke it, but someone got a foot on that right at the end. Oh man. Just bursting through that midfield. Oh man. Mason Mount. Looks like Luke Shaw is having a lot more freedom to play down that left. He's really getting forward now. Christian Pulisic over there getting instructions from the Chelsea bench. Looks like he might be coming on. Who would he be coming on for, though? Definitely wouldn't come on for Mount. Would he come on for Giroud? Or Ziyech? But I don't know. Ziyech is kind of finally starting to come into the game. Oh, neck's a little sore, guys. We got to get an office masseuse. And I'd give up half my paycheck just to have some Asian lady here. Oh, just Monday through Friday. Handing out back rubs. Oh, yeah. Need me one. Ooh. Just so much scar tissue built up in there. Constantly looking down at computer screens all day doesn't help either. All right. Pulisic coming on. Pulisic with a thick beard right now. I like it. Looks like he's taking some hints from Ollie Giroud. And, yeah, Giroud's coming off for Pulisic, yeah. So it looks like we're going to go at him with speed. Is Mount going to fall into like a false nine? I'm guessing with Pulisic on the left and Ziyech on the right of him. I like it. Yeah, I think we're just giving Mount that free roll. Just to run and do stuff. Almost that messy roll. Heard it here first, folks. Mason Mount's new Messi. Okay, Werner's still warming up too. With the little tunk. Which is a neck scarf for all of you. Rudiger picking the pocket. Playing it down the right or down the left. Who's running onto that? It's Kovacic. He can't get there. I like what Rudiger's doing. He's out of position, but he's winning the ball. He is all over the place. Now, can Chelsea keep possession here? Playing nice little triangles. Back out to Conte. Conte's going to switch play down to the right. Reece James. Christian Pulisic picks up the ball. Or is that Mason Mount? It's so hard to tell from the sky cam. White guys with dark hair. Christensen playing pretty far forward out to Chilwell. Chilwell releasing Ziyech down, but gets boxed out by Maguire. Looking for that split run in between the fullback and the center back. Both teams playing a little bit more one-touch football right now. Not dallying on the ball, not quite dribbling as much. It's like 4 or 5 good passes and then one sloppy pass that barely comes off. Looks training ground-esque. All right, Luke Shaw running at people again. Luke Shaw is just running at Azpilicueta. Oh, and now he's releasing James down the outside of him, and he's slipping on the inside. Fred at the top of the box. And decent shot. Oh, I would have been so mad if that would have went in. And Ollie's happy. Ollie puts that thumbs up. Just a few. Let's see how close this is again. But Conte doesn't get there in time, and he lets fly, and that's curling. Ooh, yeah, just a couple more feet back, and that would have curled in. Oh man. Oh man. Reece James gives away possession to Bruno. Oh no. Now Manchester United come back at us again. Wan-Bissaka down the right, whipping something in, but Chilwell's there to block it out. Not really setting the world ablaze. Everyone thought he would. Wan-Bissaka. I think they paid like $60 million for him from Crystal Palace that year when they were trying to build the back line. So much money on Manchester United's back line for it to be so bad. And for some reason, we still can't break it down. So, All right, Wan-Bissaka again. Who's that dribbling? Really attacking Chelsea. Looks like Daniel James. Conte with the trip. Oh, my God. Daniel James is just running people down like a madman. Like a dog without a bone. I like him. I like him a lot. Reece James, back to Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta going long, trying to release Christensen or Ziyech. Yeah, so Mount's playing just behind them. It's almost like a 3-4-1-2 now. Or 5-2-1-2. Same thing. All right, Mindy just holding the ball a little bit. I think just calm and play down. And we're trying to play out the back again. To Christensen. Christensen out to Conte. Conte playing it. Oh, no. It's Ziyech. Ziyech running. Ziyech and Mount connecting nice down the right. Mount running in. Switching the play out. Doesn't quite come off like he wants. And now Daniel James on the ball again. Down Chelsea's left-hand side. Who got that foot in? That was nice. Kovacic on the ball. Kovacic dribbling, beating the press. Playing the ball to Ziyech. Ziyech unleashing Christensen? No. Or Christian, sorry. Pulisic. All right, Conte's intercepting balls here. Getting Chelsea back on possession. "20 minutes left here in the game. It's really starting to open up now. I'm kind of liking this. Very cagey for 70 minutes, but I'm liking this. Chelsea keeping possession inside Manchester United's half. Switch and play out to the right. Through ball to Pulisic. Pulisic to Reece James. Everything's really tight right now. No real way through. Kind of playing it back from wing to wing. Trying to lure Manchester United out a little bit. Open up some holes. Chelsea keeping possession well, though. And Bruno quits chasing. Now Manchester United will fall back into shape a little bit more. Oh, boom. Springing forward, but nope. Who was that? I think that was Mount. Just overplaying the ball a tiny bit, and Tuchel knows. He knows. When you just one or two steps and you beat two lines, and then all of a sudden you've got a 4-on-3, you gotta capitalize. Oh, now Martial's going to come in. Been saying his name all night, or morning, whatever time of day this is. He'll probably come on for Rashford. I think he's been the weaker of the two. Out of him and Daniel James. That Flamin' Joe makes me burp. Zayat's dropping really deep to pick that ball up. Now it's getting real cagey again. Both teams are kind of sensing that one goal either way would be pretty catastrophic right now. Both teams not wanting to quite go out there and get it yet. Probably see that change here in another 8 to 10 minutes. We starting counting down towards the end of the game. I think we both might start taking a few more chances. Reece James just rolls someone. He rolls Bruno. Passes it to Aspie. A lot of retaining possession right now. Phone is dead, so I can't check the chat for you guys, and I keep giving away laptops to different people in the office, so I'm just gonna have to watch me watch a little boring soccer. Reece James, nice. Down. Who lets fly? No. Kovacic. Why? Breaks down every good play. Wasn't bad. He could have hit that way harder, though. De Gea was always going to save it. All right, Manchester United with a nice little through ball up to James. Kovacic, though, picks up the loose ball. Out to Reece James. Reece James into Ziyech. Yeah, Ziyech is like in the 10 spot right now. Cross in into no one. And Azpilicueta with a scuffed shot that rolls easily into the hands of De Gea. And there we go. Timo Werner is getting instructions from the sidelines. It looks like he's about to come on. If this ends in a draw, it'll be Manchester United's 5th 0-0 draw. Not really what Sir Alex had hoped for when he left the club. Apparently he's running everything in the background anyway. That's what old Blue Squirrel had been telling me ever since Ollie took over. It was basically Fergie in the background. And I don't mean Fergalicious. I'm with it. I'm talking about Sir Alex Ferguson, the former coach of Manchester United. Oh no, drop the vape. Alright. So exactly what Chelsea was doing 2 minutes ago, Manchester United is doing now, kind of just recycling possession around the back line, but they're finding a little bit of space down the right, which they're running, but Mindy spills the low cross, and wow, luckily dives on and collects that. Crisis averted, but, you know, a simple little ball across the 6-yard box, and he rolls in his back, and it just pops out. Let me watch this again. I mean, I know it's hit hard, but it's not hit that hard. Gets 2 hands on it, and then he falls and, like, elbows it over his head. And if Greenwood would have paid attention, he probably could have caught on that. But he was upset for missing the ball initially. Another example where, you know, you can't ever switch off. Always got to be focused. All right, Azpilicueta over to Christensen in the middle. I haven't seen a lot from my back line today. Christian gets down the wing, Pulisic, but plays the ball into nothing. Kovacic gets to the ball, but only falls to Bruno. Azpilicueta cuts out the pass. Azpilicueta out to Rudiger. And someone's down, so I think we're going to kick the ball out of play. And that was Daniel James. Yep. Was that Reece James who came in? Oh, no, it was Kovacic came in sliding and got to the ball first, but yeah, Kovacic got there first, I think, but really sent James flying. landing on his hip. I need a tan, guys. I need a tan. I smell pretty good, though. Not gonna lie. But you guys already know that because you know I showered this morning because of my clean feet and poopy butthole. All right, Martial's coming on for 11, which is who? Oh, Greenwood. Take your time. Don't worry. It's not like there's a game going on. So much time wasting in football. It's really ridiculous. And Chelsea making a sub too? Oh, no. Now James gets to come back onto the field because he was injured. All right. Chelsea start off with the ball down the right to Christian Pulisic, who gets fouled. And again, he is sporting a great new beard. It's thick. Ooh, yellow card to Harry Maguire. Because Slabhead be Slabhead. God, his forehead is so big. Like, look at it. How did you pay 80 million euros for him? Who in their right mind? And to put the armband on him like that. Oh me, oh my. So all the Manchester United homers say that he needs an Mbaye beside him or someone athletic. I think he just needs to be better. I'm eating so much chocolate. I'm so fat, guys. All right, Mount with the cross in. Flicked back, but there was no one at that back post. Picked up by Wan-Bissaka. He's trying to release Martial down the right. No, it's Fred. Trying to release Fred down the right. I think it's racist that I mixed those two up. I mean, again, this is a pretty high camera, guys. All right, Reece James down the right. Back to Aspilicueta. Man, lines are really far away from each other. Everyone is pretty spread out. Rudiger with the long ball. Trying to find Werner. Did Werner come on? Looks like he did. I'm not sure when that switch was made, but Werner's on the left now. Pulisic on the right. Mount playing as the false nine in between them. And we are closing into the final 10 minutes of the game. I wonder what we're going to see. I wonder if we're going to see both guys go for it, take the gloves off, or if I wonder we're going to see a real back and forth affair, keeping men back, trying to let the front few do it. We'll see. Reece James, nice little run forward. Spring someone. Oh, my God. Slowing down the play. They're not finding anyone in stride. Even when they're playing the ball ahead of the man, it's always behind where they're really going to be in full stride. And Conte tries to hit James in stride and then plays it far too ahead of him. Just not quite on the same wavelength. Which I guess, are we still like less than 10 games under Thomas Tuchel? Everyone's kind of finding their rhythm in this new system. All right, now Luke Shaw's going to try to take this on. Looking for help. Gives the ball away, though. Okay, Mount's picking it up. Oh, no, Christian's pulling it up. Play Werner through. Stop running with the ball. Conte played out wide. And then now they got numbers back. God This is just not. Every half chance or start to a move that we get is just wasted. Don't like it. I don't like it, guys. Oh my god, I'm going to hear the sorry bulk connections so much. That's all I'm going to hear. Is all this passing, but no end product. Oh, back post. Werner was there. Werner was there. Wow, goal kick on that? What? No way. Plays it back to Reese. Reese turns. Oh, wow. Let me see whose foot that comes off of. Werner's racing against Lindelof. Lindelof got that. What are you talking about? Corner. Oh, Tuchel is furious that that didn't end the way he wanted it to. Oh, my God. I have no idea how that was a goal kick. Timo. All right, Aspilicueta dribbling forward, trying to play it out wide left to Pulisic on the wing. Conte gets the ball back in the midfield, plays it forward quickly. Everyone's standing looking for the ball with their hands out, like, pass me. How about you make a run? And Werner blasts a shot, but low and hard, but ultimately pretty easy for De Gea to pick up. Kind of right at him. He spills it a little bit, but this game is calling out for a hero. This game is calling out for Eden Hazard, who we still haven't replaced. Oh, there we go. Who was that? Drive, Christian, drive. Let fly. Oh. Pulisic with the attempt, but shot it over the goal. You know, if he had been doing that all season and had his rhythm and timing a little bit better, but it was nice of Christensen to knock that ball down for Pulisic. All right, Man U on the ball. We're entering to the last 5 minutes of the game plus stoppage time. Cagey affair with a few flashes of brilliance from both sides. Manchester United definitely showing how dangerous they are in the counter-attack with that young triplet of attacking talent they have. Been wasteful in the back and toothless in the midfield. Chelsea been similarly impotent in attack, but decent at the back today. Rudiger running all over the pitch. Often out of position, but often winning the ball. A few deep runs into the box almost. Christensen looks calm, collected, showing up when he needs to. I like him in the 3. As this stands right now, Chelsea going to 44 points, which is still only in 5th, with West Ham on 45, Leicester on 49. Manchester United will stay in 2nd. I believe they're on 53 points. Maybe less. And Christensen gets a foot in to flick it away for a throw-in. Martial was running in the box. Yeah, Martial looks a little frustrated already. He hasn't been on the pitch very long. Maybe wasn't too happy about coming on as a sub. But this is how you change things. Come into a game, fresh legs, running at tired defenders. You know, I'd fancy yourself a goal. You know, strikers are supposed to be hungry, and it's time to go feast. You know, sometimes you have an entire game to make a nice 5-course meal, but sometimes you come on as a substitute and you just need to get a hot pocket. So, you know, Start looking for some goals. That's a message to you too, Timo Werner. Mount battling with Maguire. Running after him again. Trying to take the ball off of him. Maguire's big ass. And then Pulisic draws a foul. Or commits a foul, excuse me. All right, Luke Shaw running down the right. Gets his pocket picked by Azpilicueta to Conte. Conte with a loose ball to Pulisic. Pulisic is able to keep possession, or Mount was able to keep possession and then ultimately go out for a Chelsea throw-in. I really need a better field cam so I can see who the heck these people are. Or I need to start remembering shoe color. All right, Reese dribbling inward. Oh. Tried to play a little 1-2 with Pulisic, but got knocked down. That's it by Shaw. And that's a dangerous place for give Reese a free kick. Very dangerous place to give Reece James a free kick. Oh. Him or Mount are probably going to take this. I think Reese will, to be honest. With his right foot. I don't know what he's going to do, if he's going to try to whip it low and in front or float it high to the back post. Hopefully one of the Chelsea guys get in front of their Manchester United defender. High to the back post. No one gets there. Wan-Bissaka picks it up. Playing it into Fred. Fred is running, trying to release somebody down the right, which he does. Oh, Manchester United have numbers back. I don't like this. Conte. N'Golo Conte gets a foot in, but it falls to Bruno in the middle of the pitch. And Manchester now have numbers in support. But Danny James played a terrible pass to Luke Shaw, which went out for a goal kick. Luke Shaw is frustrated and walking back angrily. I think they knew that was their shot to get something from this game. See, maybe 2 minutes of stoppage time added on, most likely. As we tick down to the end of regulation. Yeah, I really expected more from Chelsea. Why was Rudiger not attacking the back post there? He looked like he was running to the near post. He's probably the best attacker in the air that we have on the pitch right now. Best header of the ball, I mean. Same thing. God, McTominay's ugly. What an ugly human being. He's a real English lad. All right, 3 minutes. 3 minutes of Alexis stoppage time here at Stamford Bridge. It's enough time to make something happen, so I have a feeling this will be slow and boring, and both teams are going to be happy to go home with a point. And honestly, a lot of the games of the top six have been really boring this year. But we're still in this, COVID season 2 of COVID. Still no fans in the pitch. Just a bunch of banners covering all the seats with sponsors. Ollie with a pretty unenthusiastic clap, trying to get his team going, riled up for this last 2 minutes of the game. Reece James finds Conte, back to Reece James, playing it forward. Ooh, that's a good position to be in. Chelsea can keep a hold of the ball here. They might have something. Mount goes down. Yep. They were trying to give advantage, but Chelsea said no. We'll take the free kick. And that's Daniel James again, just clattering into Mount. He real mixed bag of a game for Daniel James. Gets really emotional out there. A lot of effort, a lot of energy, pace for days, skill for days. But Match IQ probably needs a lot of work. Reece James with another whipped cross in, and Manchester United defend it pretty easily. Mount tries to hit it off the volley, so does Kovacic. Don't know why he did that. Mateo. De Gea throws the ball, trying to start an attack very quickly. Most likely going to be the last Manchester United attack. Mount picked Fred's pocket, but then gave it away. Kovacic there again. The ball is just flying everywhere. It's a pinball out there. No one can get control of it. Luke Shaw is running forward. Playing it back to Bruno Fernandes. To Fred. Fred's driving forward. Fred's going to rip. Mendy parries it away. Rudiger clears it up towards the halfway line up to Mount. No whistle yet. They might let another attack come through. Conte grabs the ball in the midfield. It is wild. Bruno Fernandes is running back. Maybe one more attack for Manchester United. Chelsea do not need to give away a goal here. He plays it out wide to Martial, who was... No, that's Wan-Bissaka. Racist. Now they're trying to play it around again, and it goes out for the final whistle. That is it. 0-0. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gives some elbow bumps to Thomas Tuchel and the rest of his staff. I guess this is the COVID-friendly ceremonial goodbye, and now he starts slapping a few hands. Chelsea guys look a little unenthused with their coats and beanies on, walking back to the locker room. Probably going to get a long talking to for blowing all of those chances. Manchester United on 50 points, Leicester on 49, West Ham on 46, Chelsea on 44. Or West Ham on 45, sorry. Chelsea on 44. This has been fun. Maybe we'll talk more Chelsea soon. Maybe we'll talk more EPL in total. Ross Patterson is back in the studio this week. Giorgio's buying new cameras. One is on him right now. Got the huge documentary / podcast coming out from... Is it... Oh, man. I think it's Heroes and Helicopters. Yep, Heroes and Helicopters. It's great. I hope you guys had a good time with me. I'm hungover. I'm going to go home and take a nap.